is currently the most exciting fighter since Conor McGregor.
Unprecedented. I like it.
Entire stadiums in Spain gather just to watch him greet the crowd. Even before becoming champion, he was filming a documentary about how he became one. On his social media, he was always labeled as the champion. Such a risky move could have made him a laughingstock, but he actually knocked out one of the greatest fighters in history. He also promises to knock out the legendary Max Holloway. Did he knock out Max? You'll find out at the end of the video, but where does his confidence come from? To find that out, let's start from the beginning. Ilia was born in 1997 in Germany in a family of Georgian immigrants. At the age of 7, he moved to his historical homeland, where he started practicing Greco-Roman wrestling. Already at the age of 15, together with his parents, Topruia moved to Spain, settling in the coastal city of Alicante. The new country was dominated by soccer culture, but the teenager's choice fell on MMA. Having set himself the goal of becoming a fighter, in the 9th grade, with his father's permission, he dropped out of school to focus on martial arts. On weekdays, Ilia disappeared in the gym, and on weekends, he worked as a cashier in a clothing store. At the same time, he competed in amateur tournaments, sweeping away all his opponents. As soon as he turned 18, he set off to take the MMA world by storm. He made his professional debut fight in a local organization. The first test for the young featherweight was Francisco Aspril, who had a negative record of 2-5. The Venezuelan rushed forward as if in a drunken brawl, but instantly ran into a counter takedown. Mounting the opponent, Topuria started to smash him from the top. Soon Matador went for a crucifix, from where he deftly closed the triangle. After debuting in a matter of weeks, Ilia stepped into the cage in his hometown and rushed in for the takedown. On the ground, he quickly went to back mount, instantly announcing a neck hunt. The third fight was similar to the first in the scenario. After driving the bull to the ropes, El Matador quickly leveled change. His opponent managed to resist, but was momentarily stunned by the slam. Ilia broke into a full mount, and when the victim panicked, instantly closed the choke. After spending a total of just over 5 minutes on his first 3 opponents, Topruia had a chance to fight for the local championship belt at the end of 2016. In the battle for gold, he faced promising compatriot John Guarin. Already at the start, Matador attempted a series of submissions, but none of them worked. After putting these attempts aside for a while, he decided to let his hands go. After effective work in stand-up, Ilia decided to return to the ground, where this time he managed to close the choke. Another quick victory for the Georgian. Having seized the title, Ilia went on a business trip abroad for the first time. In Finland, he faced local lad Mika Hämäläinen, who had an enviable 8-1 record. Foregoing traditional strategy, Topuria decided to showcase his progress in striking technique. Shooting a whipping jab, he began to invest in combination.
Tavallaan sen hyvän aseman pitämistä. Siinä tuli niskan käsi, minkä veti nyt tonne Mikan niskapuolelle.
Ei ole mikään heittopussi.
The confused Finn rushed for the takedown, ending up pointed under a hail of punches.
Mika jäi nyt alle, ikävä kyllä.
Topuria jatkaa aika hyvin kyllä.
Matador allowed his opponent to get up, but only to finish him as quickly as possible.
En tiedä, oliko se vaan minä, mutta alkaako mä kestää?
Näköjään. No niin, ja siitä lähtee
When the choke was properly tightened, capitulation did not have to wait.
Sieltä se vaan
löytyi.
Having achieved a 5-0 record, Ilia was given the opportunity to challenge for the vacant belt in the prestigious British promotion, Cage Warriors. A meeting with the league's strongest representative, Brian Tend, was agreed upon in the bantamweight category. However, Matador failed to make weight, causing the bout to lose title status for him.
Immediately in Georgia.
After making sure the canvas was solid, Topruia started working on his takedowns. When the rear naked choke failed, he gracefully switched to an anaconda choke, putting the Belgian to sleep.
If he sees walking, he's sitting. He's out. He's out.
It's over. Wow. Ilia Topuria.
Trying to break through to a new level, 22-year-old Ilia signed a contract with the largest Middle Eastern organization, Brave. However, for his first fight, he had to travel to Colombia. Having put in a long combo from start to the local debutante, Topuria took the fight into his own territory, like a knife through butter.
But Gomez throwing back, just as we predicted.
Climbing into a full mount, he began smashing his opponent.
Topuria just landing those crushing elbows to flatten out Gomez.
Phil, our referee.
After a portion of punches, Ilia put together a triangle, paralleling with elbow submission. This time he had 75 seconds to extract another finish.
Might the triangle armbar combination, and it's all over!
The comeback took place a month and a half later. The Georgia prospect shared the octagon with Steven Gonzalez, who had a 100% finish rate. Topuria found himself on the floor in the opening seconds,
He caught him!
but was able to quickly regain his bearings. In the process of the fight, he went for the Dars show.
To be wary of perhaps some sort of a necktie here. He's gone for the ninja choke. Switch for the Dars.
However, against a tight squeeze, he was unable to get the submission. In the moment when fighters returned to the stand-up, Matador decided everything with one volley.
Get his back off that cage.
Oh, he gets caught!
Perfectly timed, the Spaniard hit a gorgeous right overhand that knocked Gonzalez unconscious. On this night, he showed that he was capable of not only choking, but also knocking people out with one punch. During the first 5 years, Ilia finished everyone he faced in the cage, earning him a place in the cohort of the most promising fighters in the world. As a fierce all-rounder, El Matador was a threat in all elements. Having established himself in small-caliber organizations, the young featherweight was now ready to prove himself at the highest level. Throughout 2020, Ilia was knocking on the doors of the UFC, but the octagon door opened unexpectedly. 7 days before the next event, he got a chance to step in as a replacement. It was against Youssef Zalal, who was Matador pressed boldly, charging in with explosive combinations.
Oh, lovely 1-2.
At times, he transitioned to wrestling by productively collecting takedowns. On the ground, Topuria was desperately looking for a submission, trying to catch the nimble Moroccan. After unsuccessful attempts to get the finish, he was in a serious slump towards the end, finishing the fight on sheer willpower.
Oh, there's that flying switch.
Frustrated by a lackluster debut with a full training camp, Ilia was determined to show his level. Caught in the hot seat was Damon Jackson with a 18-3 record. Instantly gaining distance, Topuria began crushing his opponent's insides.
Right to the body. Topuria upstairs with those big hooks, and ultimately that's the boom.
Wildered American decided to break the pressure, for which he instantly eat an uppercut.
Bridge of Damon Jackson's nose now.
The big difference. Well, he really likes to try to do these interviews on his own.
After pinning the slump target to the cage, he exploded in the final set.
Body shots have now officially. That set up the headshot. It's all over. When you look at this body shot and the way he set it up, I mean, that is.
A flawless combination marked the first knockout in the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
This is the finisher. Bam!
Right on the E.
On the money after you go to the body.
Shots.
Stop!
Ilia!
Prior to Ilia's arrival in the UFC, MMA was hardly more popular on Spanish soil than curling. But now the situation has begun to change. A charismatic fighter with an armor-piercing punch and a tantalizing will to win, he made MMA famous in his second homeland in just a few fights. Under his own name, he began appearing on prominent media platforms and overnight became the face of the fight sport in Spain. Topuria was maximally energized to conquer the first promotion in the world. After loudly proclaiming his ambitions, he returned 6 months later and challenged the winner of The Ultimate Fighter Season 22, Ryan Hall, who knows no defeat in the UFC cage. Despite his innocuous appearance, Hall has surprised opponents in the cage on more than one occasion. This time he didn't change his tactics and tried all roundabout ways to go for the patented heel hook.
Type situation.
But El Matador skillfully avoided the trap. In another clash, he knocked his opponent to the ground and then unleashed a series of merciless punches.
Fist by Topuria. There it is. Big shot.
Topruia earned the 10th victory of his career, becoming the first man in 15 years to defeat legendary jiu-jitsu master Ryan Hall. In March 2022, Ilia traveled to England to face a local fighter, former Cage Warriors lightweight champion Jay Herbert. Already in the first minute, Topuria was on the verge of a knockout defeat.
And he has the speed advantage. Oh! No way! How tough is Topuria?
Sequence looked like the one in the beginning of his career. Meanwhile, the Englishman was not relenting, persistently looking for an opportunity to finish the battered beast.
Huge right hand. Will Topuria meet the bell? Massive shots from Jay Herbert.
El Matador waited for the break, and when he was already written off, he made a comeback.
Respect, one more time, left of the body, right hand over the top, right on the chin.
Ilia snatched the bonus for best performance of the evening and once again showed his character. With one punch, he caught a body. Ilia Topuria is a bright representative of the new generation of fighters. He cannonballs, fights hard, crushing aggression, and appealing to a new audience. So, as undefeated Bryce Mitchell,
Also weighed in 146 pounds.
who is coming of dominating victory over legend Edson Barboza. Two young, undefeated fighters agreed to put their perfect records on the line. Leading up to the fight, Topuria confidently stated that he would break Bryce.
When you got this matchup, did you get excited? Is it the type of fight that actually gets you, motivated?
Yeah, of course, it gets me motivated when they call me and tell me that I'm gonna face someone undefeated. So it's a good motivation for me. And I know that someone's going to lose is undefeated, and it's not going to be me. So his last opponent was Edson Barboza, right? So he's a striker. Always we see him fight against a grappler. He always suffers, With Khabib, he suffers. So it didn't surprise me, when I see his fight against Bryce Mitchell. So I grow up in the ground, My background is BJJ and wrestling, so he didn't gonna surprise me with anything he gonna bring on Saturday night. So I know what's gonna happen. I know that I'm gonna put him to sleep, and I think he already knows it too.
I don't really care about his record or him that much, and I don't consider myself undefeated. I've had my ass beat quite a bit in the gym, and my neighbors kicked my ass when I was little. I don't see myself as undefeated, so I see myself as a dude who can take an ass whooping and who ain't afraid of nobody.
Bryce said there is no way that he will Brill, and repeatedly claimed he was ready to die in the bout.
Predict I'm gonna win. I've already proven Ilia wrong. Ilia said I'm a coward. Does a coward show up prepared to die? No. I'm no coward. I've already proved him wrong, and I'll prove him wrong again on Saturday.
However, Ilia did not take Bryce seriously in the preparations for the fight. He even managed to taunt lightweight Paddy Pimblett, a super prospect, who commented that Ilia was too small. But after their subsequent fights, he was ready to beat him.
Just gave off and rolled over. He just quit when he see me coming.
You said that. I couldn't hear you.
What did you say? I didn't say that. And what did you say, Jared? That was some space cadet behind you.
I
That was some chorizo, a Spanish sausage.
Oh. He's so different.
Your boy over there.
When he see me coming, he go to the back doors.
He's obsessed with me, lad. It's heavy.
Shut the fuck up.
He hasn't stopped tweeting about me all week, lad. He needs to sort his life out.
Fucking him out, please, loudly, shut up, man.
What did you say, Jared, anyway? That little bum's irrelevant.
I said that
Long
you didn't quit. You just got tired.
Yeah.
So I should rephrase that. I should rephrase that.
Yeah.
And I stand corrected.
Question for Ilia in the back. Has it been difficult being around Paddy? Have you had to stay away from him backstage?
What you said?
Has it been difficult being around Paddy backstage?
I haven't seen him, lad. I haven't seen him all week. The UFC have kept us apart.
When he see me coming,
because you know, when I saw him last time, he got a hand sanitizer bottle bounced off his foot.
I don't understand you or anything. Back in the flouty mouthy, like what?
Hand sanitizer, boy!
Fuck you. Fucking Martian. You wanna
no one even knows you by your name, lad. You're known as hand sanitizer, boy. You little mongrel.
De corazón. Hey.
English, yeah.
Hey.
Speak English.
You want to talk to me like the man to man? You said something about me. I went to your country. I slapped your face. I get at the wasting win. I walk like a king in your street.
Are you talking English?
And what
then?
you did? What you
Is that
did,
English?
Man? Yeah, of course I do.
Speak English for the people.
Shut up.
Not German or Spanish like you're from.
I'm talking in English and fuck you in English y que te follen en español.
Yeah, Espanol, because you're Spanish.
Yeah.
You pretend to be Georgian when you're not. You were born in Germany and you live in Spain.
Try to do it.
You were born in Germany and you live in Spain. You're a little mongrel.
Shut up.
That's what you are. You're a little mongrel.
Shut up. If not, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to crush your face right here.
Do it then, you little fart.
You have another question?
Do it. Do it then, you little pussy. What? Do it. Do it. Come on, do something then. Do something, stand up. What'll you do? You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing, you little fart. Go and sit back down. Sit back down, you little pussy. Puta.
Fucking pussy. Fuck. Everything he talks.
You little mushroom. You little chorizo, you fucking Spanish sausage.
Oh, fucking pussy.
All right, I don't know what the hell just happened here, but...
One final question for Mr. Mitchell in the back. Do you think Ilia's making a mistake focusing on Paddy when he had his youth standing across him in the octagon?
I don't care what he focuses on, brother. I really don't. All I know is I'm showing up to whoop ass.
Yes, Bryce! Yes!
Ilia, obviously Bryce is in front of you right now, but would you want to fight Paddy in the future or not?
I don't think he gets the balls to face me and close himself in the octagon with me, so fuck him.
Topuria set up 2 significant fights for himself, but everyone said that he should not overlook a flat earth theory enthusiast, Bryce. On the day of the fight, everyone thought Topuria could only win standing while Mitchell on the ground. The fight started exactly that way.
You didn't even hit him, you fucking idiots.
Bryce attempting takedowns. However, the Georgian consistently stuffed takedown attempts and punished his opponent.
Black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well.
Nice
Good stuff. Topuria's coming very close to those haymakers. Bryce with the high kick. Topuria stuffed that takedown.
By the middle of the round, it was evident that Mitchell was mentally breaking. Topuria completely lost respect for Bryce and began carelessly swinging his hands, leading to a takedown. However, during their time on the ground, Bryce couldn't do anything and simply stayed in guard until the end of the round. At the start of the second round, Mitchell came out fresher, but a couple of combinations, and he started to mentally surrender again.
To get moving forward and not take it.
After a knockdown, he went to the ground, and at that
More than 2 minutes left.
flat earth Bryce on the ground like a drunk homeless person. Chalking out the grappling expert with this brutal, dominant victory, Ilia Topuria announced himself to the world. Everyone in his weight class took notice, including champion Alexander Volkanovski. However, lightweight star Paddy Pimblett quickly went silent. Frankly, fans didn't blame him, as after such a performance, everyone understood that Ilia would decimate Paddy. So there's no point wasting time on that fight. Instead, we got a match against a weight class veteran, the owner of the heaviest hands, Josh Emmett. No one hits as hard in this weight class as Josh does. When he connects, opponent's consciousness. Many expected Topruia to focus on avoiding, and that strikes considering we had seen Ilia knocked down before. However, Topruia surprised everyone again. He fought standing up.
You
got to be very careful dipping his head though.
Emmett needs to change some things up. He has really excelled early work.
One of the areas where Josh struggled.
And then openly started boxing with Josh.
You off as you try to circle. The left hook. You're allowed to
back to work on that lead leg of Emmett. 90 seconds.
Knockdown after knockdown.
Huge combination for the Spaniard.
However, the best fighters in this weight class are known for their willpower. So Topuria couldn't finish Emmett. Despite this, the performance was a dominating beatdown. This spectacular fight convinced everyone that Ilia is next in line for a title shot in the lightweight division. Champion Alexander Volkanovski returns to the cage after an unsuccessful attempt to win a second title in the lightweight division. But is it too soon for him to return after a knockout defeat? Against him is a young, versatile fighter with knockout power. Long before the fight, Ilia's social media profiles were all labeled as undefeated champion, which of course irked Alexander Volkanovski.
Obviously, you consider yourself to be the better fighter than Alex, but he's obviously heard some of the things you've been saying, and he saw your Instagram bio, and he wants you to go and personally change it should you lose this Saturday. Do you think he's taking your words a little bit too seriously? Do you think he's using them to motivate himself? What do you make of his reaction to what you're saying?
To be honest, what I do in my Instagram bio, that's my thing. I don't know why he's looking to my Instagram, to be honest. I never saw his Instagram. Never. If I saw something about him, it was because the people around me send me. Not because I go to his Instagram and I want him to change something personally and this and that. I didn't become a UFC World Champion yet. I have 3 more days to do it. They are really calling me out. Everyone.
Unlike the extremely confident Topuria, the champion took a completely different approach. He played along with all the narratives about him being old. That's why he showed up to the press conference in a retiree's suit and moved accordingly.
Shut up! I think this old man needs to teach this young fella a lesson. What do you reckon?
Hey, you see how he came dressed? You already know what's going to happen. You just came ready for the retirement. Look how you look. As an old man.
Get a good spanking, that's what's gonna happen, hey?
Shut up, I got you too, okay? He said he's gonna humble me. Stand up and do something, humble me. I'm here, right in front of you. Do some shit. Do something. The good thing, it's
you get revved up, mate.
Very educated person. I don't wanna slap.
You see me in an old man outfit, now he wants to be a hard fella. Hey, how about that?
Sit down.
Hey, I
Sit
won't be
down
looking
and
like this
shut the fuck
Saturday
up.
night. Saturday night, I'm going to be lean and mean. Coming for your head.
You're gonna see what's gonna happen on Saturday night. You're gonna see what's gonna happen on you. I'm gonna humble you. I'm gonna show you levels. I'm gonna warp the floor with you.
Hey, I'm going to make this look easy.
I'm gonna fucking.
Hey, I'm going to make this look easy.
You see that belt?
Yeah,
That's
I've
the
seen it
last
for
day
a while
you enjoy
now, and
that
I'll
belt.
keep seeing it.
That's the last days you are enjoying that belt.
Ilia, on the other hand, seemed to recreate all of McGregor's greatest hits and skillfully snatched the champion's belt right from under Volkanovski's nose, hinting at what might happen on fight day.
Like I said, you may as well take advantage of it now. You're never going to see it again. Not until I teach you a lesson. Maybe one day you could be a great champion. I'm going to kick your ass first. You'll learn your lesson. Maybe you can bounce back after that.
Of course, on the day of the fight, Alexander was as focused as ever, with no signs of Topuria facing an old man. The first round was classic Volkanovski, plenty of low kicks, lateral movement with the jab. And at the end of the round, after landing one of those strong strikes, he pointed it out to Ilia, to which Topuria responded,
"My turn is coming soon."
And he wasn't lying. From the second round, Ilia showed no mercy to the old man, Volk, brutally knocking him out. Thus, Ilia Topuria kept his word, truly became the champion, and earned a happy ending for his documentary, which he had been filming even before the fight, about his path to the championship. All of Spain congratulated El Matador, while the entire featherweight roster began to hate him. He really became the second coming of McGregor. If he falls short in trash talk compared to McGregor, he surpasses him in technique. That's exactly why his fight with Max Holloway is so interesting, especially with the sudden rivalry, where Topuria often came out on top in verbal exchanges.
It's time to move on. It's time to clean up a little bit the division. You know, it's time for the new generation to have new challenges, new faces, and I think I will be looking for that. But to be honest, my job it's to fight.
The front right here. Ilia actually just did an interview with ESPN, and his quote was, "It's clear for me my next fight is against Max Holloway. Congratulations and enjoy tonight. But after fighting me, he will have to go back to the back of the line."
That's cool.
You know, there's an El Matador. He's doing everything in his will to try to escape a bull in the pen. So, you know, I'm here.
He's a fan. He's been a fan for many years, and
yeah, to be honest, I've been a fan from many years. To be honest, yeah, I've been a fan. I followed your entire career since I started to doing my first steps in MMA, and yeah, you've been a great example for the new generation. But now it's my time to be that example for the new generation. So yes, I've been a big fan of you. Yeah,
we'll get to find out October 26th, buddy.
After the October 26th, maybe you will become my fan. Maybe you will start learning from me. This is what's going to happen. I don't need to believe. I first will believe, and then I see. So I don't have any doubts that I will be the first one to knock you out. And I don't even want you to trust in that, because if you're starting to trust in what I'm saying, you're not going to show up, and I need you to show up in the fight. I challenge you to have that exchange, but in the first 10 seconds of the fight, and you will see what's going to happen. When you face a fighter like me inside the octagon, who brings that technique and that power, you can't do that. I'm going to take you head off.
We're going to find out October 26th.
Let's find out.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Calm down. You calm down. You calm down. You calm down.
You're wrong.
He is the best boxer in the UFC. Not head movement, not knockout power, not technique. He's just, listen. And I saw him working with the backs. Bro, what the fuck is this? Don't do that. I all the time say the same. I don't need to say anything.
What? Speak, bro. Come on,
bro. I'm speaking in your language. Let's talk in Spanish. Let's talk in Georgian. Let's talk in Russian. Let's talk in Germany. What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Ilia, why do you think that you're the person that can knock out Max? He's never been knocked out in his career.
because he never faced Ilia Topuria. He never faced El Matador. He never faced someone like me. Never. We had one opponent in common. What he couldn't do in 75 minutes, I did in 7. He has 7 professional defeats. I have 0. He's the challenger, I'm the champion.
But now all the words have been said, and the moment of the fight has arrived. Do you think Topuria can continue his undefeated run in the UFC?